During my sales career, I coached a lot of people, and with experience, I find out that I could speed my building team process if I was preparing my guys better. So today we're gonna go through how to run first day expectation for your new sales member. Spoke. At the start, I struggled to build my sales team. The reason why is because I was not giving direction to the new sales member. So there is a series of steps you need to go through in order for you and them to achieve a certain level of success. Because as a coach, you want to teach them as fast as possible, and you want them to become as good as humanly possible in order for them to perform better and increase the revenue for your team. So step number one is be prepared. For me, it's really important that these people, they are gonna show up there on time, early, they have the tracking sheet, they dress professionally, means they are committed to it. Because I'm not gonna waste my time to someone who just, rock up late in the morning and I forgot this, because sales is a fantastic job if you do it correctly, but can be a terrible job if you don't commit to it. So step number one, be prepared. Step number two is know your sales presentation. So it's just a memory game. So it's really important that before they start, you need to give them the script. If you don't know the script, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just wandering around and waste your time and my time. So step number two, make sure you understand and learn the sales presentation. I did a video on this. It's called 6 steps for the perfect presentation. Should be somewhere here. Step number three is make sure they understand numbers. So sales is a numbers game. So if you expect to sell to every customer you speak to, you are dreaming. And if someone is telling you that you can sell to everybody, they are lying to you. It's not true. So there is a number of people you need to interact on a daily basis in order for you to get the sales you want. And that's really important. They know the numbers in their head. I'll give you an example. In my industry, I do residential, business to business, and phone calls. Okay? For example, in residential, I'll give you 100 doors. Out of these 100, you will interact with 30 to 40 people because someone maybe is not at home and someone asks you to come back. So out of these 100 doors, you will interact to 40. Out of these 40, you will present to around 20 to 25. So present to 20 to 25 people. Out of these 20 to 25, you will close between 10 and 15 people, 1-5. And after all these 10, 15 people, you will sign up. They will buy right there between 2 to 3 people every day. When you are new, once you learn how to sell, you know the numbers and be efficient with your time, you can move to 3, 4, 5 sales every day. Okay, so it's really important to show them how it gets done, and they need to have the numbers in the head, because if they don't know how many people they need to interact on a daily basis, they get discouraged. So really important, 30, 40 interactions, 20 to 25 presentations, 10 to 15 closes, and you will end up with 2 to 3 sales every day. So in my industry, for example, we do a commission based. So it's really important to teach them the predictability of commission. Okay, so every day I want to teach these people how to make $200 a day minimum. Because if their expectation is to make less, with all the respect, it's better if you get a job and you get a minimum wage hourly. The reason you should do commission is because you want to make more, give you the ability to get more. You get rewarded for any extra effort. Step number 4. Now, talking about numbers, it's really important to track your numbers. Something is not measurable, is not improvable. You will end up nowhere if you do not track your numbers. Because in order for these guys to become self-sufficient to make a sale, they will go through different steps in order for them to become good in sales. Because if you just track the number of sales, you get discouraged. Okay, so it's really important to know. It's really important to know the number of interactions, presentation, close, and sales, because help them to remove the emotion out of the equation and think more logically. Step number 5. This is a question I ask them all the time. Which one is correct? Sales determine your attitude, or the opposite? Attitude determines sales. It's really important for them to know that what is gonna drive your day is not the environment or the virus, or I had a fight with my boyfriend, is the weather, it's raining, is your attitude. Okay, so because everybody's happy, everybody's good when they're doing well, but not everybody's good when they are not doing their well. You know, you go out there, after 1 hour, boom, first sale. After 3 hours, boom, you have a second sale. 5 hours, boom, third sale. At the end of the day, you've done 4 or 5 sales, you made $300-400 in a day. Do you know what I mean? So everybody's good when they have a type of days like that. I judge people not when they have a good day. I judge people when they have a bad day. Okay, that's where you really see the attitude. Attitude determines your sales. Number 6, you're gonna have, this is what you should teach to the new person, you will have 3 different types of day. Day 1, you start, as soon as you start you get a sale, and after the days goes down, it gets quiet. Days number 2, you're gonna have consistent sales all day long. You start during the day, at the end of the day. Step number 3, quiet, and at the end of the day, you start to pick up and you're gonna turn your day around. So, in order for us, for me as a sales coach, to challenge your attitude, I want you to have day number 3. Nothing all day. At the end, you turn your day around, because that's a really big test about your attitude. Okay, so I usually ask this question: which type of day I want you to have out of these 3? Sales in the morning, nothing in the afternoon, sales morning, afternoon, evening, or sales just at the end of the day. I want them to have that type of day, the last one, because it's gonna challenge their attitude. The last one is accountability, sense of urgency. Okay, I ask them at the end, the things that I expect from you are work ethic, student mentality, have a great attitude, positive attitude, because if you're pissed off, nobody's gonna buy from you. And I'll ask them, Do you think you can give me these 3 things? Work ethic, student mentality, have a great attitude. And I say yes. And after I ask them a question, now tell me 3 things you expect from me as a coach. And they usually say, teach me everything. After usually say, be nice with me. And after usually say, be honest with me, be direct. And I say, no problem. I'll give you that, you give me that. Deal, deal, boom. So by doing this, before they start in the field doing sales, there is a mental preparation to have a certain level of expectation. And the last step is to have fun, enjoy. This is a person, a guy or girl, you will spend 8 to 9 hours a day. You know what I mean? If you spend 8 to 9 hours a day with someone who complains all the time, has a terrible work ethic, and slows you down and complains, it's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you really bad that you will not realize it. Okay? So, step number 1, be prepared. Step number 2, know your sales presentation. Step number 3, know your numbers. Step number 4, track your performance. Step number 5, sales determine attitude or attitude determine sales. Ask them a question. Step number 6, you're gonna have 3 types of day. Step number 7, accountability. I'm asking you these 3 questions. Mainly what I expect from you: work ethic, student mentality, and positive attitude, and what you expect from me. Tell me 3 things, okay? And the last one, have fun. So if you like this video, make sure you push the like button, subscribe, and if you know someone who you believe can get some value out of this education, make sure you share. Comment below if there is anything you would like me to go through, and I'll see you in the next video, baby. Pape!